Mom Training Podcast with Diana Ballard.
Hey, it's Diana. I was scared to become a mom. I was self-employed, traveled around the world, and I was afraid I'd lose myself, my ambition, be restricted, and be a hot mess. I started interviewing hundreds of moms to figure out what skill sets and mindsets I needed to keep my future family a priority and have the time, energy, and resources to achieve my own goals and hobbies. Each week we discuss how to run a successful household and enjoy your roles as mom, spouse, housewife, and individual. Come learn how to create the life you want while having a family. I'm glad you're here. So if you tuned in last week, we talked about changing our perception of motherhood and being careful of our influences and what we believe about our reality as a mom. So I want to ask you, do you have goals in motherhood? Now, maybe you might not be a goal setter. I want to challenge you to become one. Because something changes when you set goals. Now, I don't want to hear, Diana, I've set goals in the past and I never achieved them. Well, girlfriend, this is your time to change that. That is the past, and holding on to that past is an excuse. Mama, what do you want out of motherhood? What means something to you that you're willing to work for? Do you have goals for your kids? Do you have goals for your marriage? Do you have goals for the feeling in your home? What your surroundings will look like? You have goals. You may not just realize it. Having a goal of taking a shower, having a goal of going grocery shopping, having a goal of getting your kids ready for bed. I mean, those are tiny little things. I want you to expand upon that and make a bigger goal. For it's the bigger goals that we work towards that are going to fill our bucket. Are they going to be challenging? Yes, Mama. You have so many different variables that you're working with. But there is a way. There is always a way. If you've seen Finding Dory, that is one of my favorite lines. My dad always taught me there is always another way. And there is. It may not be exactly the same as the person next to you. That's where your intuition and prayer and study and learning from other people comes from. What is going to work for you in what you're accomplishing? So I'm going to give you a couple examples of goals that maybe you can take and put your own spin on it and see what's going to work for you. A goal of mine is to make sure that my husband and my relationship remains harmonious. You're like, Diana, that is a vague goal. Well, let me break down the smaller goals. A date a week. Intimacy 2 to 3 times a week. And I'm going to tell you right now, like right now in this season of my life, I am having to put so much effort into the smaller goals with my husband. Because there are so many millions of things screaming at me, and the things that are screaming the loudest are what's getting my attention. And it's really easy for my husband's needs and our relationship needs, communication needs, to fall to the side. But because I have those goals of, okay, I need to check in, he needs more physical touch, I need to make sure that I'm greeting him when he comes in, different things like that. Because I have those goals, I actually have something to base my actions off of. And without those goals, I guarantee that a lot of that stuff would not happen. But it's crucial if I'm going to continue to reach my main goal, which is to have a harmonious and loving and beautiful relationship with my husband. Goals with my kids. Like something that they need is they need to play outside. So my goal is at least play outside once a week. If we get more than that, great. But once a week is my goal. Play outside for a couple hours once a week. Another goal is take them someplace educationally stimulating once a week. So that could be some type of museum, that could be the library, just something that gets them out of the house, that increases their curiosity and something that they can learn from. And then a family goal, making sure that we go to church each week and have, our spiritual time each night. We say prayer and we do scriptures each night. That's an example of a family goal, or doing something fun as a family once a week, all of us together. Now, you don't have to be constantly focusing on them. These are things that you're going to evaluate yourself over time. Set the goals, plan them out, execute them, have it work. Does it always happen every week? Are there some weeks where I'm like, dude, we gotta skip? We're just not going to go anywhere. This week, we're bunkering in. We're going to the gym in the mornings. The afternoons, nothing's planned. We can do crafts. We can chill. We can watch a movie, whatever. Now, and that's the beautiful thing about being in control of your household is, you can set a routine to try to get all these different goals in. You can organize things, but sometimes you got to pull back a minute. Sometimes it's I got to take a step back, and you take out the things that are not important. So for me, I have to keep nutrition and I have to keep sleep. But can I, snuggle my kids instead of take them to a museum? Get what I mean? So if you don't consider yourself a goal setter, I want to just challenge you to make one, a little one of, I'm going to try to be happy in the evenings and enjoy the evenings with my kids and my husband. And then as you have that goal, you'll start to notice, okay, well, because I was unorganized here, because I didn't have the dishes done or I didn't have dinner done early, that made me angry and frustrated or upset in the evening. Or because I found myself on social media for an hour instead of doing something that could have brought me peace, now I know that I need to go back and just start to adjust things. Maybe I could do dinner a little earlier. Maybe I could, set my phone down somewhere and say, I'm not going to touch it till this thing is done. Or, maybe I could have gotten this done a little earlier. And see, what happens is when you set the goal, it starts to unfold everything else around you of what is preventing you from getting that goal and obtaining the result that you want. So setting the goal is crucial because when you set it, you're like, man, I set this goal yesterday to enjoy the evening and I am just so upset and not enjoying myself right now. And why? What is tripping me up? And then notice something and adjust it. Are you going to be able to adjust everything at once? Probably not. But you'd be surprised at the little tiny changes that you make in the day. All of a sudden, you're going to get to an evening, maybe a couple days later, maybe it's tomorrow, you never know. But adjusting some of these things, you're like, man, I truly enjoy this evening. I am just cherishing this time with my kids and with my husband, and life is flowing a lot easier because of the slight changes that I've been making. And it all starts with setting that goal and something to work towards. Motherhood does not mean you just sit like a bum on the couch. You're like, Dad, I work my butt off. Don't call me a bum. I'm not calling you a bum. I'm saying a lot of times that motherhood is portrayed that you just become a mother and you stop all personal growth, that you stop all type of learning, all type of betterment of yourselves. You're going to have to work on your anger management. You're going to have to work on trying to learn how to run a household. But it's more than that. You can be more than that. You can be a highly skilled and highly useful influencer in your home if you are willing to continue to learn and push yourself and step up and try new things. Set a goal this week and notice what is getting in your way of achieving it and start working on those minor changes. And I know that you will see results in your life. And feel free to reach out to me if you want. I'm available for coaching. I'm available to help you work through these things and to find solutions. I'm excited for what you create this week and the results that will come step by step. Go ahead and send this to your best friend, your sister, your mom group, or whatever. Get other moms on board with you, and it'll help you and propel you forward. We'll see you next week on the Mom Training Podcast. Hit subscribe so you don't miss anything. You can hit me up on social media at Diana Ballard Live or on my website at dianaballard.com. See you next week.